What's up? It's the Coaster Craze, and right now I'm in Anaheim, California. So you know what that means? Disneyland. So today I'm going to Disneyland Park for my first time ever. Got up bright and early because you gotta get there early to the park, be ready for everything. Tap at 7 a.m. for Rise of Resistance, and this hotel room I just want to show you guys before I leave. So close, it was ridiculous. Like when we first got here, I walked out, looked out the window, and was like, what are those like weird looking things? Is that like some weird looking restaurant? And I was like, oh shoot, that's the backside of Galaxy's Edge. So if you look right here, zoom in, wow, look at that. It's hard to tell, but you can see the spires right there. Those are from Batua, Galaxy's Edge. So yeah, and then last night we could see a perfect view of the fireworks show outside this window. So I'm all prepared. I was in downtown Disney last night. I've seen some of the park from the outside, so it doesn't have that same magic as Disney World in terms of it's like a whole new world, but I'm stoked. So I'll catch up with you guys once I'm getting to the park. Okay, so this is actually my first time ever walking to a theme park or amusement park to go to it. It's like a 20-25 minute walk from my hotel. Couldn't get an Uber, so we're just like, yeah, let's just walk it. Makes more sense than driving the rental here. By the way, wearing my Star Wars shirt. Usually wear a coaster shirt, but Galaxy's Edge. And we just got our Rise of the Resistance boarding passes. That's exciting that that's confirmed. Then we're gonna meet up with our my cousin's family, who they're also from Maryland. They flew all the way out here, so it's gonna be exciting to see them. And now we're gonna go through downtown Disney to get to the parks. Look at this sick Star Wars shop. Went here last night. It was pretty awesome. Cool theming inside, even though I wasn't really interested in buying anything. So I walked through the whole downtown Disney area. Super cool, as always. And I think it's interesting here. It's so much less spread out than the Florida parks. Look, you got Disneyland, the entrance right here. California Adventure right here. There's no big boats take you to Magic Kingdom or some big land separations between the four parks there. And look, this sick view. Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh no, it's behind a palm tree. Let's go right over here and see that. Look at that. That's such a cool building. And apparently they actually are going to open the gates really soon. It's like 7:25 right now. And then we're going to go into Main Street where that'll just be open. And wait for rope drop. We're going to try to go Indiana Jones first. So stoked for that. And look, you can kind of make out the Disneyland Railway.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You messed up already?
Now it's opening up. I love this right there. Look at that. There's already a crowd just walking through Main Street. Yeah, we're making a beeline for the entrance to Adventureland. This is gorgeous. Jeez. Oh, and there's Matterhorn. So different being at a Disney park again. They definitely have the ultimate Main Street. It's there's literally just courtyards and stuff in here. It feels like I'm in one of those small towns in New Jersey that I always go to when I see my grandparents. It is sick. There's City Hall. Yeah, I know a lot of parks copied Disney with the whole Main Street, but nobody even comes close. Look at this. They even have one of those things for your horses to keep them tied up when you go inside. Fire department. This is sensational. I still probably like just personal taste and preference. Busch Gardens, how you enter there, and just the whole theming there a bit more, but this is phenomenal. Look at the park benches and stuff. Yeah, Disney is top notch. I'm impressed. And look, they got Steamboat Willie playing at the cinema. Definitely brings back some memories to Magic Kingdom, but it is a bit smaller and more compressed. And oh my gosh, there's the castle. Again, it's nothing compared to Cinderella Castle, but it's cool they have their own one. Sleeping Beauty and all. They got an arcade, maybe? Ice cream parlor. Jeez, everything's so consistent with the theming. It just looks great. The ground looks great, which I know that's a big thing I talk about on this channel, how good the ground looks at a theme park. And yeah, here it ends and kind of breaks apart. This looks just like Magic Kingdom with the different little grassy areas with Walt and Mickey statue right there at the center. Yeah, this reminds me just like Magic Kingdom. But yeah, there's definitely gonna be a lot of differences. Obviously, That is a huge difference right there, poking up. But we're going to Adventureland, which, oh wow, there's already a line gathered. This is me running to get a map. I realized they actually do have park maps, so gonna try to go back and get one, and then head back to Adventureland before Indiana Jones and all that stuff opens up. It should be fine, but in case they open early, this is just how important park maps are to me. I've secured the maps, one for me, one for my sister. Golden. Now it's time to run back. Look at this beauty.
Huge ginger shot.
And look at that.
Like ginger beer.
Love the tiki torches with the real fire going. And we are ready to go. Okay, we're going. Running of the bulls, as they say. Enchanted tiki room. I'm not doing that. This is not really much of a run, maybe like a swing fastball, but it's packed. Wow, I love the Adventureland theming. Most people, including myself, go to Indiana Jones. Already has an approximate wait of 10 minutes. Wow, they really make you feel like you're in the jungle here. This is sick. I forgot what a great queue looks like, but this is it. And I'm a huge Indiana Jones fan, so I am extra stoked. So look inside here. Oh my, the lights are all spooky. This is sick. Reminds me of Escape from Gringotts 2 almost. Oh, it gets darker and darker as you go. Okay, that was insane. Way crazier than Dinosaur at Animal Kingdom, which is like the same ride system. Yeah, that's like a legit thrill ride, honestly. Long ride too. This queue got even better. Look at this thing. You can barely see, but best queue I've ever been on, probably. One of the best dark rides I've ever been in. The ride system is so cool, so immersive. How long it takes to get here. Oh, we're starting to get some daylight. Yeah, that's a great ride, long duration too. The animatronics were phenomenal. Sound, the feel of it, the visuals, ridiculous. And it has some intense like actual drops and stuff. My one slight criticism is you can't really tell like what the hell the story is. And I mean, that's something almost all dark rides suffer from. So like, I don't really hold it against it. It's more of a spectacle feel. But yeah, that was so cool. Oh look, there's Jungle Cruise over there. Subject of a new movie, obviously. Yeah, oh yeah, masks are required indoors, not outdoors here. Yeah, great start to the day. And really short line because we rushed right to it. I think we're gonna go to Pirates of the Caribbean next. I heard this one's a bit different than the one in Magic Kingdom, so I'm excited for it because that is one of my favorite rides in Magic Kingdom. Very fun, definitely different than the one in Magic Kingdom. I'm not sure how I feel about it comparatively because the Magic Kingdom one felt a lot more like cohesive. This, because it's in the New Orleans section, it starts off kind of like the southern, bluesy like feel to it with in the New Orleans area and swamps and stuff. And all of a sudden, there's a drop hits, not super big, but more drops than the other one, which is really fun. And then it becomes like a Pirates ride all of a sudden. And there isn't really a storyline here, which is fine. But it was still super fun. A very long ride, which I love when they're long rides, especially when the waits aren't even that long. Like the ride was longer than the wait, which you can't say for pretty much anything else. Because it was like a walk-on. So that is really cool for sure. Oh, here's Frontierland over here, and the Mark Twain riverboat. But yeah, it was a little bit all over the place in terms of the theming, which made it funny and very memorable in that regard. Space Mountain is so cool looking. You can kind of see the spires there. Blends in with the white sky. That's what we're heading to next. And it's so much smaller than Magic Kingdom. Like, it's not hard to walk from one area to the other at all. It's so quick. You can kind of see it there. And they have Star Tours at this park, which is kind of cool. I might try to do that later. You can see it right there. It's the first ride in Tomorrowland. Definitely prefer the Magic Kingdom Tomorrowland entrance. And lots of the entrances in the Magic Kingdom to the different areas because there's like bridges that go over the water.
It's almost like a moat around the central area, which I do like a lot. But, you know, this is still really nice and impressive too. And it's cool that they have Astro Orbiter as like the centerpiece when you enter, instead of like being in the middle of the section after you're already in it. So I respect how they did differently, and it makes it more interesting. Look at that Pizza Planet. This is so cool. I love this like restaurant. And look, so Space Mountain is next up. 35-minute wait, but the single rider line is probably gonna be a lot shorter, and that's what we're gonna do.
So yeah, Space Mountain, completely different. First off, it's such a maze to get to the single rider. Like nobody else was doing it besides us. So it's kind of a good thing and a bad thing in that sense. Like nobody knows about it, unfortunately. But if you do it, unfortunately you do miss, of course, that really cool queue line, or at least I assume it's really cool because these queues are crazy awesome. But it was literally walk on. Like I could marathon it. I'm gonna go on it again later because it was great. But yeah, I think this ride is a lot better than the one in Magic Kingdom because first off, it's newer, so it's butter smooth. And I think it's just, even though there's not as much airtime, it's not as much about the drops, there's a lot of helixes. I was in the 5th row where I was putting it out of 6, so I got yanked around a lot. There were a couple great airtime moments though still, and it feels so much more intense than it actually is because you're just being yanked through the dark. It's so immersive. The lift hill is crazy because it feels like you're flipping over because the way they do with the effects around you, the illusion of the stars and everything. And the music is great, there's onboard audio. So yeah, it feels like a lot more high-tech version of the one in Magic Kingdom and very different layout. So yeah. Big thumbs up here. 3 rides in, hour 15 minutes. The park has been open. Phenomenal. We're going to Matterhorn bobsleds, which doesn't look like a long line, so I'm excited for that. So I did the left side of Matterhorn. I'm gonna go back for the right side at night. I think I heard it's a great night ride. I'm sure it will be. First off, the theming is awesome. It's so non-cohesive from the rest of the park. Like it's sort of in Fantasyland, but like it's themed to like, you know, the Swiss Alps and stuff. And honestly, it feels just like Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, like the area around Alpengeist, which brings me back. That obviously is a lot more cohesive and makes more sense. You can see right here. But the coaster itself, first off, it's rough, kind of, but not crazy. I was the back row, so you get yanked around. This coaster, it's so funny because since it's the first tubular steel coaster, I feel like they didn't understand laterals yet in terms of banking, so you get flung around. I had to hold on. I could not put my hands up. There's a couple like airtime moments because it's so steep and like the divots, transitions are so janky. But you know what? I got a lot of airtime. I thought it was a fun ride. It was rough, but didn't give me a headache at all. The theming was cool. Such a weird experience. Then it goes in water at the end, but you don't really get much wet at all. Such a strange coaster, but yeah. Big thumbs up from me. I like this a lot. So weird, old, historic.
I do like how they themed the area around Matterhorn, so it makes it feel like it's not completely out of place, but it almost should be its own area. And here's where we're heading next. Right there, you can see our ride going. Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, we're right in Fantasyland now. Tons of rides here. We're gonna try to hit up some of the dark rides before the lines get very long. Okay, so Alice in Wonderland, phenomenal ride. There's Matterhorn right there. Let's zoom out. It's so fun to watch Matterhorn coaster cars just popping out of the mountain. And this thing pops in and out of the building too. There's Matterhorn right there. But yeah, this is one of my favorite dark rides I've ever been on in terms of classic type. So far, best ride for storytelling of any of the ones I've done. Theming's great, the visuals are wondrous. I love how it mixes like the original 1955 magic with like, the old, you know, animatronics or just old cutouts and stuff with modern technology like animation and stuff. It is just so impressive, and it's just a fun ride. I love the track feel of it and the layout that it goes through. Yeah, this thing, great ride. It's so cool. It's a Disneyland exclusive. And look, you got the storybook canals with this awesome whale right here. Again, this section is so cool. I really love their whole Fantasyland area. Peter Pan, pretty fun. Sort of worth the wait. It was a bit of a line, but it wasn't so bad. Like 25 minutes. It was kind of a short ride though. Definitely prefer Alice in Wonderland, but the cool, like, you know, the feeling of feel like you're flying over the streets of London is pretty cool. Didn't tell as much of a story though. I think it's a bit outdated. I really don't understand why it gets such a long line. But yeah, this whole area, it's very cute, very compact. Definitely prefer the Disney World version of Fantasyland. but it's still really nice, and it's just great to see all these little old storybook rides with themes together and stuff. We'll head back here for Pinocchio and Snow White and Mr. Toad later, but right now we're probably gonna go to Splash Mountain. Actually, we're going right under the castle. There's the little moat. Again, nothing compared to Magic Kingdom, unfortunately, but still very cool. Look at that. Very nice. But yeah, we're gonna try to get on Splash Mountain because the line is short, and then we'll be ready for Rise of the Resistance, which is the most anticipated ride of the trip for me.
Sometimes it even makes you sing, but at least we sing and rhyme.
We got some pirate in-park entertainment right here.